If you want to buy cheap Ultimate Team coins, go and check out MMOPO.com and use the discount code EGHD at the checkout to get yourself 8% off your order. Before we get into crafting for Flashback Militao, if you guys need help or you just want to talk to someone whilst you're doing this, because everybody's doing this at the same time in my Discord group, you can join my Discord group. There's literally 3,500 people in there, maybe even more as I'm doing this video. So we're growing really quickly. It's a really helpful community. Anyone can join of all ages. So the link will be in the description for that. Hi guys, welcome back to another crafting video. And I don't know if you guys want to see these anymore because a lot of crafting videos are kind of the same, but at the same time, the date they get released, different SBCs are out and there's a slight different variation of players and kind of ways that you craft towards it. But ultimately, the basis of crafting evolves around the same kind of SBCs. If you want to see me do this with future SBCs, big SBCs basically that require crafting, then let me know by smashing the like on the video and just make sure you're subscribed as well. It's pretty obvious stuff. But today we have a Flashback Militao Premium. I have been literally calling this out all week. All week I've been saying how amazing it would be if we got a flashback to his Future Stars card and also, you know, like the Team of the Season version which we had last year, which was just insane. He was so fast, obviously. That was the first year that he kind of exploded into this game and he become like a fan favourite of the game. Well, for me anyway. That's when I really started to use this player. Let me bring my mic a little bit closer. So, what we have with the base one, 87 rated. I actually think this card is pretty good. It's coming in about 200 to 250,000 coins, and his stats are slightly better than the Road to the Final cards, which, by the way, cost about 300,000 coins, slightly less on Xbox, but some people have been paying up to 400,000 coins. I know it's different parts of the year that people were paying for that, but I actually think if you wanted to pay for this and chuck in some fodder, it's still a pretty decent price for Militao. But the thing is, this one expires in 1 week's time, in 6 days' time, so it's out for 7 days, right? And this Militao is out for a lifetime, just like the Alonso. The cheaper one was a small time period, and now this is available all time, which is just amazing. It means that you can craft towards it for absolutely free. You don't actually need to spend any coins or lose any coins, I should say. So when I say craft, it doesn't mean that you just click your fingers and you get something. You're going to have to spend some time doing it. If you've got some good fodder in your club, you've got your club in a nice shape, obviously you don't have to spend as much time. So how is that going to happen? Now, first things first, guys. I mean, it's pretty basic, but let's go to the stuff that is live right now. And obviously, if you're watching this in a week's time, you can still do this. It's not something that expires. You know, even though the base one expires in a week's time, you can continue grinding towards the premium version of Militao at any time using these kinds of methods, right? So what you have in your club, if you've got some rare La Liga players and they're untradeable for sure, you should be using them in this La Liga upgrades. We're also going to get some kind of upgrade pack later on, hopefully, which contains, I think, 12 players and 3 of those are rare, or is it 11 players and 3 of those are rare? But we're going to get a slightly different upgrade pack later on, and you should try to do those as well, because the players that you get, obviously, even if you don't get a team of the season, if you get some 85s, some 85s, some 86, you can add those into the SBC, which is going to help you shave some time off, and also even the 81 plus doubles. So with this one, you actually need 11 rare players, so they can be of any rating from any leagues, basically, as long as you get 50 chemistries. So if you want to chuck some players that you have in your club that aren't from, you know, good leagues that you don't need for League SBCs, then start off with this, because you may just pack yourself a Busquets, which obviously isn't that great to have in your squad, but he'll be great to kind of, as I said, just shave off time for this crafting process. Now, as I mentioned, the main way you've got to do this really is based around the Conmebol Sudamericana and the Conmebol Libertadores, just like in the previous videos with the mid-icon crafting and also Team of the Season packs and stuff. You know, there's a lot of crafting methods that do evolve around the Conmebol stuff. Sudamericana is the best one. It pays out the best in terms of how much time you spend on it. You actually come out at a profit. If you do like 5 or 10 of these, or even just a couple, you come out on profit most of the time, right? So if you abuse this strategy, you can not only get 88 rated players just to chuck into things like this Premium Militao, or, you know, Boateng, or the right back Sergio Ramos, even though the new one's amazing, right? You can actually make profit, which is incredible. So you can craft towards this Militao with starting off with 50,000 coins. It's really not that hard. So let me give you an example of some of the teams here. We've got an 86 rated, an 86 rated, and an 88 rated squad. So let's have a look first at the biggest one, the 88 rated squad. What kind of players do you need for this? So I've actually gone ahead and put 3 of the League SBC players, the new ones that are 90 rated in, and I've also put in 1, 2, and 3 from the Conmebol League. So the rest of the players in here are 84 rated players, and it comes to, well, actually in Pjanic as well, it comes to 88 rated overall. So once you've actually completed all of these leagues and crafted to get these higher rated players as a pick from doing a League SBCs, you're going to have to spend maybe, how much is that going to be? 30 to 40,000 coins on top of that, which, as I said, you will get profit from doing these. So by the time you've done 6 League SBCs, you'll have profit to be able to turn that in and get your first squad done. You're going to get given a reward for that as well, which is only a mega pack. But again, obviously, the more you roll the dice, the more chance you get at having an icon or some kind of high rated team this season. And then you can start, well, obviously I'll start off with the lower rated teams, so it's quicker to do it. But again, with this one, you've got 4 players, from the Conmebol League, 2 from Sudamericana, 2 from Libertadores, and the rest of the team, as long as you have a team of the week, which I do advise buying your team of the week. Don't go ahead and do the team of the week upgrade. It's too much of a gamble. If you do get like a 90 rated, you're probably going to want to keep them. It's kind of like, what's the point of having them untradeable? So just go out and buy one. You should be able to pick one up for about 20,000 or 25,000 coins, depending on the rating. Then you can just work in some chemistry here. So that'll be the team complete for that one. And again, for the Real Madrid one, similar kind of looking team here. So we've actually gone for slightly different, 4 players from the Conmebol, but then we've also gone for 1 player that is from the Turkish or the Super League, and some lower rated players around him. So this one you'd probably chuck in about 20,000 coins to complete the squad after you've done the League SBCs. Now obviously you just keep repeating the process of the League SBCs. Once you've done this squad, you obviously submit all of these Conmebol players and you come back in, and then you just start to earn them again, and you complete another squad with them, and that is what the crafting process is. But how do we make the most out of this? Do you just go for the Conmebol League SBCs and do it like that? You can do. That's the way I would do it if I had quite a lot of coins, because that would be the quickest way to do it for a very small amount of coins, right? But guys, you need to be doing the bronze pack method. Right now, it pays out so big. And why? Because we've got the bronze upgrade SBC and the silver upgrade SBC for the next 2 days. They keep coming around the middle of the week, basically, for us to do something in the middle of the week. But why does it pay out more now than ever? We've just got 2 new SBC leagues. We've got the Pro League, the Belgium League, which obviously gives out 2 players. I think they're both 8 and 9 rated, so that's 2 more options now for us. And we also have the Mexican League, which again gives out 2 89 rated players. And we've got 19 teams to complete for this one and 16 for this one. So obviously, when we're doing the bronze pack method, before, most of the time we were discarding Pro League players or keeping them in the club and then just submitting them into bronze upgrade packs. But now they actually have a lot more value. So we've just increased the odds of us getting more profit from these bronze packs. And because of the bronze and silver upgrades in the store right now, that basically means this is the best time to do it. And if you start to get players that are duplicates, try to submit them into something else, like a League SBC, like a completed team or something. And this process is going to be very, very simple. I reckon you can actually craft your way to an EFL Militao from absolutely nothing in the space of a few hours. Now, for the Conmebol Sudamericana and the Libertadores, you need to be using the web app. It's going to do it so much quicker, and because you're doing it on a mass scale, it's going to save potentially like an hour, just maybe even more. Because if you need to complete this, let's say you're doing the premium, so you need to complete more teams and get more of these done. You're going to save about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes each time. Not only are you going to save a little bit of time, you're going to save a little bit of coins. So the benefit of doing it on the web app is massive. You could save yourself 50 to 100,000 coins over the course of like 2 or 3 hours worth of grinding the League SBCs. And yeah, you could also shave yourself off about another half an hour to an hour as well. So please do it on the web app. I haven't done a tutorial on the web app yet. I need to do it, but obviously every time something comes out, I need to make a video on the new content. So hopefully we'll get a bit of a dry spell over the next 2 or 3 days, and I'll show you how to do the Conmebol Sudamericana for as cheap as possible. So ultimately, guys, when you do the crafting for each kind of Conmebol league that you complete, it's going to take you about 25 to 35 minutes, depending on how rapid you are. For a newbie, it might actually take you like 45 minutes for the first time. You need to do it about 12 times to get your 88 rated players, and obviously in the meantime you're doing your League SBCs for the Turkish League, the Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, whatever you're doing as well with the players. And it depends what players you pack, because it's so random as to which leagues you're going to complete first to get the 90 rated players from the other League SBCs. But yeah, you need to get 12 of them. That means it's going to take you about 6 hours to craft yourselves an EFL Militao. But obviously, if you want to do that in one day, you're an absolute nutcase, because who the hell wants to play FIFA for 6 hours in one day? But remember, guys, this is available forever. So you can actually take your time. You can put in just maybe half an hour a day, and you should have this done in about 10 days to 2 weeks' time. But I imagine some of you could even get impatient. You might complete the first squad using Conmebol, and then halfway through this, you might think, you know what, I'll just pay for the rest. And that's the good thing about this. You don't need to, you know, craft the whole way. You could craft half of it and think, you know what, I'm happy chucking in another 100,000 coins just to complete my Eder Militao and use them maybe in this weekend league coming up. But yeah, if you actually compare this card to Diego Carlos's card, I think I would rather have Diego Carlos's card, but for the sentimental value, I would actually rather have Eder Militao. Even though he does have 2-star skills, 2-star weak foot, there's something about him, man. And 98 stamina, I know centre-backs is the position that needs stamina the least, but this is an end game card. No doubt this is an end game card. Put a shadow on him, you've got max pace. Put an anchor on him, you're going to pretty much max out his strength and everything. He's just an amazing looking card. This is definitely something that you want to grind to. There's not going to be many better centre backs than this, especially for the value of coins. Even if you wanted to pay for this, you're looking at about 500,000 coins. But the fact that you can craft this for free is kind of mental, because obviously if you've got a road to glory, this is going to be such a key player for your squad. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video and you like me doing these tutorials, then make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe. Remember guys, if you do get stuck doing the SBC, I've got a Discord group which help everybody to complete this and give tips and everything, so you can pop in there and come over to the crafting channel and just say what you've been doing, is it the best way, and maybe someone else can let you know how to do it even quicker and how to get coins even quicker doing this process. Until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.